Okay, we're live. This is my first live stream, so forgive me if any rustiness goes on. And we'll be doing an interview with Katelyn in a minute. I just wanted to explain what we're doing today. So we'll be talking to the director of coffee at Common Coffee, and that is because she is director of coffee of our featured coffee, Bright. And we'll talk about this and other things. So happy to have you all join us live. And I think we'll get Katelyn in now. So, yeah, I think we have to wait for her to join us. So sorry, guys. She'll be with us in a sec. And here she is. Katelyn, are you there? Waiting for a response. My first time, folks. Sorry about this.
We're good.
Katelyn.
Hey.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I'm with you. Murphy.
Yeah.
Brilliant. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very good. So we're live from London at my end and Edinburgh at your end.
Well, yeah, we're slightly north of Edinburgh in like Crossgate kind of area, but yeah.
Wicked. Is it cold there? Is it as cold there as it is here?
Yeah, it's freezing, and the roastery's not the most heated thing, so it's even colder.
Hi, Murphy.
He just wants to treat.
Brilliant. So, let's get right to it and talk about. Everybody wants to know your story. So let's kick off.
Sorry, just put my speaker up.
Okay, so let's kick off with your journey. How did you get into specialty coffee?
This one's a funny one, and everyone's always shocked when I say it. When I graduated high school, I ended up spending 3 years working in construction. So yeah,
Wow.
I worked in rock quarries. So my family's a construction family, so it just seemed logical at the time. So I did that for 3 years, and after 3 years, I kind of got sick of it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do something that I actually enjoy. My two favorite things were dogs and coffee. So I actually ended up just falling into a cafe barista job before I fell into a dog job. So yeah, I started in Vancouver just making coffees for kind of like a bigger specialty kind of chain.
Right, you're from Vancouver. So
yeah.
How long have you been in Vancouver for?
Well, I grew up like 2 hours outside of Vancouver. So, but I moved out to I've been over here for 6 years. So I would have moved out to Vancouver like 7 years ago. So.
Well, your accent sounds almost Scottish. So to me, anyway. So
yeah,
I would have guessed you were there longer, which is amazing.
Yeah. Oddly enough, my grandpa was born 20 minutes north of where we roast. So yeah, I'm a Fifer through my papa. So yeah.
Brilliant. So your journey then to Scotland, is that where Common began, in Scotland, or was the idea born in Vancouver?
No, so I just moved over here, worked in Glasgow for a bit, and then got a roasting job in Glasgow as well. And then after a few years of that, I moved down to London. So I did a year and a half in London, and then that's when I met my now business partners. So I was roasting for Assembly and Volcano.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then I met my boyfriend and my business partner when I was living in London. That's the thing. They kind of thought of Common style. Like I was gonna just be like the brains and roasting and kind of doing all the coffee aspects. So it was those two that kind of thought of Common and the idea of Common and like the main flavor descriptors and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, because I love the whole philosophy and style. I mean, that's what grabbed me to begin with. I first found you by seeing the design and just wanting to learn more, because I just love the whole layout and the look and the modernity, but also the simplicity everything about it. So I want you to tell me your sort of the genesis of that, how it came about, and tell us about it.
Yeah, like if you look at specialty coffee as a whole, it's super confusing. Like I remember when I took a sip of my first coffee at a cafe and someone was like, yeah, I'm getting these taste notes. And I was sitting there going, oh, I do not taste anything like that. So I think the whole idea with the approach was to kind of simplify it and make it a bit more approachable, because not everyone's going to be able to get blueberries or bergamot or orange out of it, but they'll be able to get the acidity. Yeah, so I think the idea of creating the 4 main flavor descriptors is a good approach to making it a bit easier for people to understand.
Exactly. I mean, the design and the wording is great, but then also you get sort of the brilliant design in the flavor descriptors, which I love as well. So it's sort of there for people to catch in a very simple way, and if they want to geek out, get all that. And who are the designers of it?
We've actually got a girl on our team, so there's 4 of us who kind of started up Common. And one of the girl who's done all the design work and everything, she's based in Auckland. So she's just helped. Yeah, so she's helped out the boys for like the last, I think, 5 years that they've been over here doing business. So she's just a friend of theirs. So yeah, she does all of our design work, which is pretty awesome. So
I'm just holding these up while you talk about it, so people can see this kind of. That's great, though.
Yeah,
so,
she's super creative and super talented at what she does. So we're pretty stoked to have her on board.
Brilliant. And the Bright. Let's talk a bit about this one, because it is our featured coffee.
Yeah.
So how did you first discover these beans? How did you come across it? Where? And I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we try and rotate our Bright. So if we get an Ethiopian in, we try not to get an Ethiopian in the next round. So it makes it a bit hard for me, but a bit easy as well, because then I kind of know what regions we're looking for. So we had already done a couple of Ethiopians, we'd done a Burundi, and we had just finished a Kenyan. So, and Rwandans were coming into season. So I thought it was just logical to get a Rwandan. Huey Mountain in general has like several different lots, because it's a washing station. So all of the farms are growing on the slopes or around Huey Mountain or in the Huey district, and one guy processes it at his like private washing station. So the lots then get broken down, or Huey Mountain then gets broken down into lots. And this one tend to jump out at me because it's got like an interesting amount of flavor. Like the flavors that you get from the coffee, I find is quite interesting and a bit different. So,
and I think it's sort of, to me, it speaks to the real strengths of the great Rwandan coffees, of sort of having almost like the best of what Ethiopia and the best of Kenya. You combine that and you get a great Rwandan often, which is that all the sweetnesses of the Kenyans, but the complexities, and I don't know, it just feels like it's harder to attain these great Rwandans because of those potato defects in the past. But is it improving now generally?
We've not, well, like I haven't brewed every single bag that's come out of here, but we've not had one complaint about a potato defect. And for the cupping stuff, I haven't gotten too many potato defects. So I think this coffee is really well processed, but I haven't had that, because the fear at the end of the day is always if you end up getting a kilo of coffee and you throw out half of it. But I think we always have to kind of take that risk to ensure that we're still trying to promote the good coffee in the area. At the end of the day, it's not always the farmer's fault if potato defect comes out. We should still support. So. And
it's improved. I heard that they hand pick now, really sort of looking for these things, and it's amazing. It's brilliant coffee. Any other questions from our end? I think we've covered everything. Just if Brinkley has any opinions, he should chime in now.
Who?
Brinkley. Barkley?
Murphy.
Murphy. I forgot his name. I thought it was Brinkley.
He's just he's too obsessed with his duck jerky. So
Okay, I'm sorry for calling Murphy Brinkley.
that's okay. Not even phased him. So yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thanks again. Brilliant work. Great talking to you.
Yeah. Thanks for doing this with me.
And if you
Message.
if you have any other message about this coffee or any sort of tips on how best to get this coffee before we sign off, that would be great.
I'm always a fan of the V60, so that's how I brew it at home. I just do a simple recipe. I just find the V60 really brings out the ginger snap notes to it, especially on the finish. So if you're struggling to kind of get that out, because it comes out a lot in the cupping bowl, but it's not always the best when you're trying to brew it, trying to get the ginger snap out. So yeah, I do V60, a low brew temperature. So I do like 94 degrees, which is low for me. So
I do about 92.
Okay.
And we love using the Kalita. I find that it just really brings out all the clarity and definition, which is, the details are there to be discovered. So I just love I love the Kalita.
Back and forth. I can never tell if I enjoy a V60 or a Kalita more. Like 1 week I'm like, oh no, this is my favorite. But then the next week I'm like, oh no, I'm back to this one.
Yeah.
So it's hard. I always like a nice French press as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I could do that more, definitely.
Yeah, so I just find you grasp so much from the coffee when you do it in a French press.
Okay.
And yeah, if you do a lower brew temperature, like I do our complex around 91 in a French press, and I just find it's absolutely amazing. But the lower brew temperatures in the French press, I think, are actually really good and extract quite a bit from the coffee. So.
Well, I honestly wouldn't have considered that. So now that I'm hearing from you, I'm going to have to give it a go, definitely.
Yeah, definitely use the French press.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Murphy, I'm sorry for calling you Brinkley or Barkley.
He's just looking for more treats.
Light roast is the right roast.
Yeah.
Great to talk to you guys.
Awesome.
And speak soon.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay. And that's it. That was our first ever live stream interview with our featured roaster. So we'll be doing many more. And this coffee is still available now as a free shipping in Europe. So this is a great opportunity to get hold of this without paying the shipping costs. Amazing coffee.
How does it taste?
It tastes awesome. I mean, it's super complex. It's super sweet with layers of all kinds of sweetnesses. The ginger snap in the finish is there. And I think if you dial it in just right on a Kalita, I love, but I'm going to try the French press as well. And it's full of stuff to explore. An amazing coffee. So thanks to everyone who joined us. And that's it for our first ever live stream. Peace out.